Is it possible that a Swiss luxury watch brand that has long stood firmly at the pinnacle of the global horology industry is now making the boldest move in its modern history? Not through mechanical innovation, not through revolutionary materials, but through a single name from the world of K-pop capable of shaking the global cultural economy? The question sounds dramatic, even provocative. Yet on February 12, 2026, in Seoul, when Hublot officially announced the appointment of Jungkook as their newest global ambassador, many industry observers began to realize that this was not merely a routine endorsement campaign. It was a signal of shifting symbolic power within the luxury industry, a signal that Asian pop culture no longer stands at the margins, but squarely at the center of the global stage. In an exclusive interview with WWD, Hublot CEO Julian Tornar revealed that negotiations to bring Jungkook on board had actually begun in September 2024, shortly after he officially assumed leadership. This fact alone raises further questions. Why was a decision of this magnitude prioritized so quickly by a CEO just beginning his tenure? Was this a form of strategic courage, or a meticulously calculated risk? Tornar emphasized that the choice was not merely about creating sensation. He explicitly described the move as part of the brand's evolution. That statement, when examined more closely, carries meaning far beyond commercial collaboration. Evolution implies a shift in direction. Evolution implies adaptation to a new ecosystem. In the context of luxury watchmaking, evolution means responding to a new generation that no longer buys products alone, but meaning, narrative, and cultural relevance. The relationship between Jungkook and Hublot did not suddenly emerge in 2026. Its traces can be drawn back to 2022, when Jungkook performed Dreamers at the opening ceremony of the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022, where Hublot served as the official timekeeper. In that moment, sport, music, and luxury converged on a single global stage watched by hundreds of millions. If sport and music are, as Tornar suggests, the two most powerful forces in stirring human emotion, then this collaboration appears to be a logical continuation of a narrative that began 4 years earlier. But why Jungkook? Why not another Western entertainment figure who has long dominated the luxury market? The answer may lie in the redistribution of cultural power now underway. Jungkook is not merely a member of BTS, but a representation of a global generation raised alongside the internet, streaming, and borderless connectivity. He is not just a music icon, but a symbol of Asian cultural mobility that now holds economic and symbolic leverage equal to, if not challenging, the traditional dominance of Europe and America. Tornar stated that Hublot is a brand that offers creative freedom to its collaborators, and that Jungkook is someone who does not like to be confined by rigid frameworks. The statement may sound simple, but in luxury branding, creative flexibility is strategic. For decades, luxury brands were built on exclusivity, distance, and tightly controlled narratives. By partnering with a global artist who commands a massive and highly vocal fanbase, Hublot appears to be opening its doors to a new dynamic, one that is more democratic, more digital, and more participatory. Moreover, the announcement arrived at a moment that cannot be dismissed as coincidence. BTS is preparing for a full reunion, with plans for a new album and world tour beginning in March 2026. This timing creates a powerful amplification effect, as millions of fans worldwide refocus their attention on Jungkook and the group. Hublot strategically positions itself within the same orbit. In modern marketing theory, this is known as cultural alignment, where a brand attaches itself to a cultural moment reaching peak emotional resonance. Yet this strategy does not stand alone. Tornar also revealed plans to launch the brand's first high-complication model for women in the second half of the year. Here it becomes evident that the collaboration with Jungkook is not merely a play on masculine imagery or K-pop fandom. It is part of a broader market expansion, including deeper penetration into the female segment with highly technical products historically dominated by men. In other words, Hublot is building a bridge between traditional Swiss technical mastery and the cultural dynamism of a younger global generation. Looking at Hublot's previous ambassadors, Daniel Arsham, Kylian Mbappé, and Novak Djokovic, it becomes clear that the brand consistently selects figures who represent peak performance in their respective fields: art, sport, and now music. The pattern suggests that Hublot is not simply chasing popularity, but symbols of excellence and global influence. In that context, Jungkook is positioned not as a teen idol, but as a representation of cultural power proven capable of moving the global entertainment industry. In his own statement, Jungkook expressed admiration for Hublot's confidence and courage in forging its own path. This creates narrative symmetry. An artist known for innovation meets a brand synonymous with the concept of the art of fusion. Both reject conventional limits. Both build identity through experimentation and boldness. Behind all of this lies a larger question. Is this a sign that the luxury industry is undergoing a geopolitical cultural repositioning? Asia, particularly South Korea, is no longer merely a large consumer market, but a center of global cultural production. By appointing Jungkook as global ambassador, Hublot appears to openly acknowledge this new reality. From an economic perspective, the collaboration also has the potential to deepen Hublot's penetration into Asia's continuously growing luxury market. Younger generations with increasing purchasing power are increasingly linking social status to cultural identities that resonate personally. In this context, a luxury watch is no longer simply a timekeeping instrument, but a symbol of participation in a global narrative. Thus, when Tornar insists that this is not about creating buzz but about brand evolution, the statement does not sound like empty rhetoric. It sounds like recognition that the luxury world can no longer stand apart from the current of global pop culture. And if that is true, then Jungkook's appointment may be remembered not as a routine marketing campaign, but as a strategic turning point. Is the move risky? Certainly. Tying a luxury brand's identity to a pop figure opens space for public opinion volatility and the dynamics of fandom culture. Yet in modern business, stagnation is often more dangerous than calculated risk. Hublot appears to have chosen forward motion, even if it means challenging long-standing industry conventions. Ultimately, this collaboration poses a reflective question for the industry. Who truly holds symbolic power in the digital era? Do luxury brands still define cultural legitimacy? Or do global cultural figures like Jungkook now grant new legitimacy to the brands themselves? The answer may become clearer in the coming years as the economic and cultural impact of this move becomes measurable. What is certain is that in February 2026, an announcement in Seoul opened a new chapter in the relationship between Swiss horology and the Korean cultural wave. And perhaps, just perhaps, this is not merely an endorsement. It is a declaration that the future of luxury is being rewritten, in the rhythm of music, under the glare of the global stage, and to the precise ticking of Swiss engineering now beating in sync with a new generation. If examined more deeply, Hublot's decision also reflects a paradigm shift in how luxury brands construct legitimacy. In the past, legitimacy was born from long heritage, intricate craftsmanship, and near untouchable exclusivity. Today, legitimacy is also determined by cultural relevance, and that relevance moves rapidly, accelerated by algorithms, streaming platforms, and globally connected communities that transcend geographic boundaries. In such a landscape, choosing Jungkook is not merely about selecting a popular face, but about choosing a highly active and emotionally charged cultural network node. When Julian Tornar states that the primary forces that move human emotion are sport, art, and music, he is in fact remapping the competitive terrain of luxury. Hublot has long been present on elite sports stages and within contemporary art circles. However, music, particularly K-pop, offers something different: intensity of engagement. Fandom is not merely an audience, but a community with deep loyalty and extraordinary mobilization power. Here lies a strategic potential that is rarely acknowledged openly. Moreover, Jungkook's connection with Hublot dates back to a historic moment at the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022, when he performed Dreamers on a global stage. At that time, Hublot was present as the official timekeeper, and perhaps unknowingly, the two already shared the same symbolic space. Now that space has expanded into an official collaboration carrying far greater economic and cultural implications. The question now shifts. Is this the beginning of a new wave in which European luxury brands increasingly and aggressively embrace Asian cultural icons? If the answer is yes, then Hublot's move could become a significant precedent. It is no longer merely about one artist and one brand, but about how the map of global symbolic power continues to shift, and how luxury seeks to remain relevant amid an era of extraordinarily rapid change.